Alright, so today we are going to factor some simple trinomials. First question we have to ask is, what is the opposite of factoring? Well, that's what we did last week. You have x plus 5 times x plus 2. We would FOIL or distribute. You do the first, x squared, the outside, 2x, the inside plus 5x, the last plus 10, and then you would combine the middle, x squared plus 7x plus 10. So how do you unfoil? Well, I've actually used the same example. So what we're going to do, I'll write this down a couple times, is we will put in our parentheses, we'll put in our variables, we will put in our signs, and then we will factor the last term. In this case, we know it happens to be 5 times 2. We'll put them in, and then we'll check. Does 5 times 2 equal 10? Yes. And does 5 plus 2 equal 7? Yes. So we've done it correctly. So again, the rules. First thing we do, put in parentheses. Then put in the variables. Typically x, but not always. Then figure out the signs, and they are listed on the right. If you always keep the bigger number first, which I'll demonstrate in a moment, then you go plus, plus, and the signs are here and here. So if those signs are plus, plus, then when you put them in the parentheses, you use plus, plus. If they're plus, minus, you also use plus, minus. If they're minus, plus, you use minus, minus. And you use that because minus times a minus is a positive. Minus plus a minus is a minus. And if you have minus, minus, well, that's the only one left, then you have minus, plus. Once you get the signs put in, then you factor the third term. Factor the third term and figure out what it could be. Add them up, subtract them, find that they make the middle term. And what you do then is you check. So for example, factor x squared plus 9x minus 36. Parentheses, variable, signs, plus minus goes plus minus, as I've noted up here. Then factor the 36, everything that can go into 36. Always start with the self times 1. That's the one most people forget. I like to go the biggest I can from there. 18 times 2, 12 times 3, 9 times 4, 6 times 6. Now since we have a positive and a minus here, they're going to subtract. So which ones subtract to make 9? The answer is 12 and 3. Check. Does 12 times negative 3 equal negative 36? Yes. Does 12 plus negative 3 equal 9? Yes. And that's factoring.